Welcome back, everybody, where now we're inserting ourselves as a part of what has become a four-set contest. It's 2-1. Calvin won a back-and-forth set number 3, and now we're looking to possibly take the game right here from Michigan State. Though the Spartans, who are seemingly reeling a little bit, will now look to check back in and reinsert their will as they had done in set number 2. So it's Caleb Mathai away to go right here live on MCV TV. Jocelyn goes around. This one skips off a hand where Michigan State will earn that one. It's 1-0. The Spartans go up as they're looking to quite possibly turn this one on its head. Jocelyn granted the server's court. Now here's a drive into the rafters, touched on there. Two-0 now goes Michigan State as they are certainly out here in set number 4 with conviction. It's Jocelyn back to serve away. This one high there. Now it's taken by Ritzema. Michigan State looking now to their bench just a little bit with Jacob Blatt out of Glen Ellen, Ohio. Jocelyn tries to make a miraculous save there. He can't quite do so. Now it's 2-1. Michigan State leads Calvin here in set number 4. Gallons taps that one just wide. It's 2-2. Now, between Calvin and Michigan State, the Spartans have tried to hold strong at the net front, but have certainly given a few back over the last couple sets. There was a serve swung wide by Jonathan Pfeiffer. It's Murphy. His name, will have to be bigger here down the stretch. Now it's Blatt who blocks it. 3-3 here as Calvin earns one. Just trickled there along the high sideline. And it's Verkijk back to serve. This one hits the net and is hung up just enough. 4-3 Michigan State. Gollins, he hears that one after the serve, dives low. That's been a bugaboo for the Spartans. We've made that point clear at this moment in time. They need to be more accurate down the line here. There, it's held on by Murphy. Burkhart taps that one over. Though it's returned with the Knights, blocked by Lee and Burkhart. Murphy, there's Lee. Now the outside, Blatt. That one's low. Blatt with a drive, hoisted up there by Pfeiffer. Now it's Murphy. He's certainly dependable in that category. The spinner, there by Gollins. Now around, the cross-court driven. And that one falls out of reach of Blatt. It's 6-4, Calvin leads. Here's Calvin sending it in. Murphy, what a play, but he misses wide. 7-4 rather. Calvin leads by 3, stretching the lead a little bit, and the entirety of the student section is behind them. Murphy, Lee, that one thrown just over his shoulder. Now it's a drop. That's Mathai, perfection. 8-4, Calvin continues to churn. Up 2-1. They have a chance to close out the game here over the Spartans. The dive attempt there from Wilsterman. Too little too late there, where now it's 3 at 8-5. Urville Patel back to serve. That one's off the hand low. He misses, and these are the type of errors that the Spartans, cannot afford to have down the stretch. 9-5, Patel misses on that opportunity, and it's back to serve James Strong. Burkhart, that one rifled through the zone. He's excited, and Michigan State gets one here. 9-6. Lurking are the Spartans, but they have a way to go. Burkhart misses, that one short again. Visible frustration as he's subbed out with his head down. 9-7. Or rather, 10-6. Yes, that's my apologies, folks. Urville Patel. Now it's Jocelyn. What a play. There in the corner. Now a little bit careless is Ritzema. That one springs its way into the net. Around, there by the Knights, that one's driven, and oh so strong. There's Evan May, who's had timely possessions and hits throughout this entire game. Murphy, now it's Lee. There's John Locke. That one's hard to defend, as indeed the Knights showed on that possession. 11-8, we go. Jocelyn, this one set up for the Knights. A drop, saved by Murphy. And that's a guy who has 110% motor. He continues to go. Day in and day out, night in and night out, point in and point out. Murphy's there, making the diving plays, outstretched arms, outstretched legs, off the kneecap. He does everything you could ask for. It's now 13-8, up by 5 for the Knights as we have just crossed halfway in set number 4. Around to Gullins, the Framingham, Massachusetts product. There it's held upwards. Jocelyn. (14-8) here as Michigan State can feel it slipping away just briefly. The Calvin Knights have turned up the intensity here in set number 4. Their student section behind them, their fans are behind them. This thing is electric. As now it's 15-8. The drive too strong for the Spartans. So, Blatt has trouble with the serve immediately after the timeout there. So it's 16-8. The Knights are up big here in this one. Now it's Blatt, who misses low off the palm of his hand, sends that one careening in there, 17-8. This one by Pfeiffer, sent away, held up by Lee. The drive by Locke, point Calvin. As Michigan State here has been undisciplined, and actively they're being ripped into by Paul Gollins, trying to assert his will on both a physical and mental level. There it is, Blatt, now Lee, Locke, rejected and held up. Around to Gollins, out of position, 18-8. The drop hits the pole there. Point Michigan State as they come away with not maybe a lucky point, but one that certainly aids their effort here in trying to come back. Some confusion here as now there's a point awarded to Calvin at 19-9. An issue there with substitution, it appeared. Delay of game, it could be off of the timeout attempt there by the Spartans. Regardless, it's 19-9 as we speak. It appears to me as if Jocelyn is being showed a clause in the rulebook that dictates what he could or could not do in that situation. It's now 20-9. 20-9. Calvin is up over Michigan State. There's Ritema blocked at the top. Good high point by them. Now it's Lee, set up for Jocelyn, driven on, and held up by Ritema. That one not quite enough. Turned back inside by him. 20-10. Now, that certainly was an interesting rule configuration that we had there presently between Michigan State and the referees. So, we'll, when we have some light shed on the situation, bring somebody on to talk about that ruling. Before that, though, we have a lot of ground to cover right here. Murphy holds on to it. Now it's Gallons. Murphy touches it out of the reach of Jocelyn. That one is tough to handle. 21-10, and it may appear as if the issue was a timeout issue between Michigan State and the referees. Now Jocelyn misses one long that floats on him with the fingertips. 22-10. Lee sets it up around Gollins, rejected. There's James Strong. 23-10. Michigan State will certainly have to go back to the drawing board, as with the last 2 points of this one, they'll fall 3-1 here to Calvin. Ritema. Now it's Lee. There, Blatt. That one finds its way down on the perimeter. 23-11, trying to hang around. Gollins sets it up. There's a drive. Can they catch up to that one? Murphy, there and Gollins. Jocelyn sends it over. Murphy, his name has become one that's a staple here in set number 4, just as he needed to be. 23-11, Jocelyn with the runner through the lane there. This one placed effortlessly. There it is, James Strong, 24-11 right here. Game point, rather, as Burkhart finds the end line. 24-12, the Spartans hang around for a minute. The crowd here has been ruthless and acting with certain tenacity. Patel with the drive, sends it in there, and James Strong collects. Now it's around, there into the net. Point Spartans, 24-13. So, Calvin showing a little bit of a blemish on their record here, as they have yet to close this one out. Now it's set up. There, Strong with the emphasis. That's the game. Now rushing the floor is Calvin and their student section, as they have taken down the mighty Spartans. 3-1 is the finale here from Calvin University across the road in Grand Rapids. 25-13. This one has concluded. As we said, 3-1. The Spartans will have to go back to the drawing board right here after this one, in what has been a frustrating day for the green and white. That being said, in about 25 minutes, we'll have another one between the Michigan State white team and the Calvin B team. So, thank you for tuning in. This has been Brian Rector on MCV TV. We appreciate your time and hope that you have a great night, whatever you may be doing.